Hello everyone and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4. Oh my god, it's already here. I mean, I've been waiting for this game since it was announced, maybe about a year ago or so. But man, so many good games have been coming out. We've had Stellaris, Warhammer, Hearts of Iron 4. It's just awesome. But as you can see from the title, we're going to be playing as the Bohemian Empire, which first we're going to have to start off as Czechoslovakia. We are going to be playing with historical AI focuses on, just get a baseline. First good start. I have played already played a couple playthroughs of the game. Let's see, I went with communist Iran for a while, then I went with radical Yugoslavia. Terrible name, it's okay. And then I went with what was it? The Free American Empire. I never actually finished any. Farthest I got was 1941 with the Americans, but so I basically spent about 2 days figuring out how to play the game. And I'd say I figured out a lot more, and now I think I'm ready, and I'm going to go ahead and start out here as Czechoslovakia. So we start out as a democracy. Actually, here, I might as well get in. Hold on 1 second. Okay, now we're getting back. Sorry, I just had to make sure everything was recording good, and here in Hearts of Iron 4. So here you go. We are here in Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia. There we go. We got it. And so like I said, we're going to be the Bohemian Empire, as you can see from the title. We start off being 65% democratic and 25% fascist and, well, 10% communist. Communist doesn't matter. What we want to know right here is we want to know about that fascism right there. The party leader for fascism is apparently Yaroslav Krejci. I don't know. I can't speak the Czech language, so you're not going to get much help from me there. But that is our goal. So there's a bunch of things we can do as far as we could go down here to nationalism, but I think that's actually what we need to do first, because of course we have the big bad German Reich right over here. I mean, once we're fascists, they're going to like us, but my goal is to take over Austria immediately. I don't think we're ever going to be able to deal with Poland unless we have Germany's help. However, Austria immediately, because then we can take it away from the German Reich and get it for ourselves. And then we could probably take over Switzerland, because, why not? So there's that. So what we're going to do is, normally I would go down and get the extra research first, but I'm going to instead go straight for nationalism, which is still going to take us 210 days to get. In 150 days, we will get the fascist demagogue, which will be nice. Yeah. So let's go over some things. For those of you who don't know Hearts of Iron 4, well, you're going to find out one way or another as you watch me play, but this isn't exactly a tutorial sort of Let's Play. But what I would like to do, I'm not exactly sure what doctrine I'd like to follow, and I'm not going to start on doctrine yet, but first things first is we definitely need decreased research time, and we also want basic machine tools, we also want construction. So there's our first three. So we start out with insufficient resources, and we need aluminum. So if we go over here, wait, let's see, what are we producing that needs aluminum? Support equipment. So let's see, what is using support? So apparently we have tanks to start out with, cavalry. Okay. So they have a recon company, which is good. Recon companies are all very good. We should definitely put them in our main army. So we're going to go ahead and make sure we fulfill those requirements. We're going to put this up to, yeah, we'll do something like that. It doesn't really matter. But that means we need aluminum. So we're going to go ahead and trade for aluminum. And I guess we're going to get it from France. So we have no free convoys. So that means, does that mean we don't get any? Why don't we buy from the German Reich? Oh, okay, never mind. I just have never been a landlocked nation before, so I didn't really know. Let's see, so first thing we need to do is we need to start out by making Let's actually not do Sudetenland just in case something happens. Or East Sudetenland. We need to spend, I'd say, maybe the first year or so just building some civilian factories, because we need a platform to be able to build other factories and such from. As far as that, diplomacy, we don't really need to worry about that. Maybe, I guess, no. We won't worry about, I just do that out of habit. Coup and deploy. Yeah, we should, I mean, I guess we have low manpower, so maybe we shouldn't. But how about we can train 2 at a time. No, we'll train 1. And we'll have them just set straight in Bohemia. So we'll be training 1 unit of infantry. And yeah, that's all. And now I think we're good to go. So a lot of this game is just, at least for a while, is just going to be spent building it up. So we're just going to be, you know, passing time and such. We do want to be friends with the Reich, but I don't want to even spend 10 political power, because we really need to become fascist as soon as possible. Because once we're fascist, we can both declare war, or we can start fabricating, okay, justifying a war goal. Whatever, it's close enough, you know. We can justify a war goal over here on Austria, and we can switch over from civilian economy to something like war economy, and also changing up our volunteer stuff and so on and so forth. Because right now, as you can see, we do not have much land or manpower. Luckily, once we get farther down here, we will get a bigger recruitable population, because, I mean, I guess 15 million isn't too bad, especially once we get different conscription laws, which give us just a higher base percentage, but it's not the biggest, certainly not the biggest. Like, you're talking about the United States, and you had like 125 million or so. Even when you start out as a disarmed nation with only like 1% of that being recruitable, that's still a fair amount. Especially compared to our nation. Anyway, we can see our armies here. We might as well deal with our armies. We're going to create an army, and we're going to sign this Field Marshal Voltaire Luza. I'm going to butcher every single pronunciation possible, but that's how it's going to be. So we have about 250 planes. Oh. Finish that. Then we're going to go for collectivist. Oh, I guess we can't. I guess I forgot. But anyway, regardless, we can now get a fascist demagogue. Czechoslovakian people have a noble history. A history they've been made to forget under the weak and cowardly rule of CSNS. They claim to represent the people, but can be so feeble a state enforce the will of the people. Oops. Only by spilling the blood of these traitors can we fulfill our destiny. The fascist speakers in Czechoslovakia made no secret of what they think of our current rulership and political system. Speeches like these have tapped into a public dissent that is particularly pronounced in the more conservative sections of the military. The higher-ups may harbor unspoken sympathies. There we go. Now we're going to go for industrial effort. Which actually, I think, works anyway, because, yeah, only in 70 days we finish our first research technology, which this would affect anyway. So, it's not too bad. Let's see. So, back to the army. So, we have our general over here. He's level 3, which gives us some stuff, and he has the defense doctrine. We're going to set up a front line here towards Austria. We should have more than enough troops. At least to fill the line, certainly, but also to invade Austria. I don't know, because I think we are the closest nation to being a major power besides, well, the major powers. We're like 8th in the world to begin with, so that's pretty good. As you can see, we finished our first factory, and we're beginning on our second one. Just finished electromechanical engineering. Now we're going to go into mechanical computing, decrease research time even more. We're still at a deficit for infantry equipment, which is whatever. In fact, maybe we'll go to production here, go to 1, go to 2. So we already have quite a bit of support equipment, as you can see here. We'll just get a nice little stockpile going. Let's see, so I'm going to go ahead and draw the offensive line, which it's going to be difficult because we are going to have to cross the Oh gosh, what is this river called? The Danube. Oh jeez. So there's that. So that'll be our immediate goal, and then after that we will have, because I think we can do this, we'll have one group go over here, and then we'll have one go over there. Yep. And we can assign certain, oh, we finished industrial effort and machine tools. Now we will go for civilian factories. We're going to go for, you know, I think these are both very good, and I think we're going to go with concentrated industry, just more output. What we're going to do is we're going to assign, how many is this? Anyway, we're going to control click. Oh, look at that text. And we're going to control that. There we go. So now we're going to have the army push here first, and then we're going to have the army split off after that. And I don't think we're going to need a push all the way into Tyrol. We're probably going to already have Austria capitulated by then, which is good stuff. What's this yellow? Oh, they're trying to move. So what we're going to have them doing now is going to have them exercise, which will increase them from trained all the way up to regular, which means they're going to be more effective in combat, which is going to be useful for us. The middle mouse button's not working too well, so it's kind of hard to move around. I guess I can do this. Alright, let's see. So that's going good. German Reich. Let's see, so they're doing the West Wall. What don't we want them to do? We don't want them to do... Well, we don't want them to demand Sudetenland. But hopefully... Here, hold on one second. I'm going to pause this. One of the following must be true. Czechoslovakia does not own Sudetenland. Will be abandoned if... Okay. Well, hopefully they befriend me, because, well, otherwise it's going to really suck, even if we are fascists. Okay, wonderful. We got a 5% boost to fascism. Our national unity does go down, but we get more recruitable population, and we get increased support for fascism. All very useful. Now we are going to... Okay, so we got everything for this year. We could go for this or that, but I think we're going to go elsewhere. And what I want us to start on is I want us to go for Fighter 1, because we need a bunch of fighters. We are going to start making fighters as soon as it's possible for us to start making fighters, because fighters are very important. You don't really need anti-air or anything like that when you have 1 billion fighters. Well, not 1 billion, you know, like 2,000 or 3,000 would probably be good. And that's like a good number. So that's what we're going to aim for. Construction effort. Construction effort 2. Modify the government. Let's see, what can we do? No, no. Well, I don't want drift defense. So military theorist. Yes, I will want a military theorist. There we go. Army experience gain. That'll be useful because I want to put recon in our main infantry division, which is what our army is mainly composed of. They're all actually, which means we're going to have to train them again, but whatever. They're all pretty dang close to being regular, which is useful. Concentrated industry. Like I said, we don't need any of that. Land doctrine. Is that what I want? I think that is what I want. But I need to figure out what doctrine I want, which is a pretty good question. But once I figure that out, I will start the next episode. So that means I'm going to end the episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know not much has happened, but it's the start of something, I can tell you that much. If you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. You know, it always helps me out. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.